here students, first 40 questions explained in the previous two videos. So let's continue the remaining questions. 41. In the given figure, what is the x value? So here it is an external point. The tangents drawn from the external point are equal. And one more important point is the sum of angle at the center and the angle between the two tangents is equals to 180 degrees. Okay, so then angle at the center will become 120 degrees. Now let's find out the angle at the center here, the remaining part. How to find out the remaining part? So angle at the center is 360 degrees. So to find out the remaining part, 360 minus 120 is 240 degrees. So the remaining part is 240 degrees. So to find out the x value, we need to use one important property, that is angle subtended by an arc at the center, that means 240, is double of the angle subtended by a arc on the remaining part. So that means x will become 240 divided by 2. So it is equals to 120 degrees. So option 4 is correct. 42nd, the circumference of a circle is 100 centimeters. Circumference of a circle. So this is called circumference of a circle. So 2 pi r equals to 100, then r equals to 50 by pi, because here 2 ones are 250s are. So the radius of a circle is 50 by pi. Next, then the side of the square is inscribed in the circle. So the square is inscribed in the circle. So this is called a square is inscribed in the circle. So here the diagonal of a square will become diameter of a circle, and each angle is 90 degrees in the square. So here these are the sides and it is a diagonal. So for example here ABC, you can apply the Pythagoras theorem here. So diameter square equals to side square plus side square. So then diameter square by 2 equals to side square. Then side equals to under root d square divided by 2 equals to side. So then side equals to under root d divided by root 2. But d equals to diameter, diameter equals to 2 times of radius. So 2 into 50 by pi divided by root 2. So here 2 can write as a root 2 whole square. So into 50 by pi by root 2. Here root 2 square cancel. So it is equals to 50 root 2 divided by pi is the side of the square. So option 3 is correct. 43. A line which intersects the given circle at two distinct points. Distinct means different points. So a line intersects the given circle at two distinct points. Then what is the name of this line? So it is very clear, secant. So that is option 2. Next to 44, angle in a major segment is. The major segment nothing but, for example, it is a circle, here is a center O. So a line segment dividing the circle into two parts is called segments. So here the upper one is called a major segment and the lower one is called a minor segment. Okay, so now angle in a major segment. See how to form the angle in the major segment. See here it is called a angle in the major segment. You can draw many angles in the major segment, and if you measuring these angles, definitely those angles are equal to acute angle. Acute angle means less than 90 degrees is called a acute angle. 45th question, in the figure angle ACB dash. See here, this is a semicircle figure. What is the difference between semicircle and major segment? So major segment means, for example, here is a circle, here is a center O. This is called a major segment. Major segment means more than half of the area. But semicircle means exactly half of the area. So the angle in the semicircle is always 90 degrees. So you can verify it by doing practically. So option 2 is correct. Next to 46th question, in 100 numbers 20 are fours. In 100 numbers 20 are fours, 40 are fives, 30 are 6, remaining how many? 40 plus 30 70 plus 20 90, remaining are 10, remaining are tens. Then what is the arithmetic mean? So arithmetic mean means we know very well sum of total numbers divided by total numbers. So sum, let's find out the sum. How many 4s are there? 20 4s are there. Then their sum will become 20 into 4. 20 into 4 how much? 80. Next to how many 5s are there? 40 5s are there. 5 into 40, 200. How many 6 are there? 36 are there. 30 into 6, 180. And how many 10s are there? 10. So 10 into 10 is 100. So then the total sum is, here all are zeros, unit place, 8 plus 8 16, 1 carry, 1 plus 1 2, 3 4 5. So 560 is a total sum. So now the arithmetic mean is sum divided by total. So 560 divided by total numbers are 100. So 0 0 cancel, it is 5.6. Option 2 is correct. Next to 47, if a coin is tossed 3 times, then the probability of getting at least one head is. One thing you have to remember that 3 coins tossing at a time or coin tossed 3 times, both are considered as a same experiment. So then these are the 8 possible outcomes when the coin is tossed 3 times, and we have a formula also, that is 2 to the power of n. So 2 to the power of n, where n equals to how much? 3 times. So 2 to the power of 3 equals to 8. Let's find out the probability answer. So here the probability formula, favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. So total number of outcomes 8. Favorable outcomes means here the what is the event? At least one head. At least one head means one or more than one head. So these all favorable outcomes. So total 7 favorable outcomes. Option 4 is correct. Next to 48th question, the mean of 17, 4, 8, 6 and 15 is m. The median of 8, 14, 10, 5, 7, 5, 20, 19 and n is m minus 1. Then the value of m and n are. See, let's find out the m value. How to find the m value? Mean of these numbers is called a m value. So mean nothing but sum of observations divided by total number of observations. So what is the sum of the given observations? So sum of these numbers is 50 divided by total number of observation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 observations, 50 by 5 equals to 10. So the m value is 10. Next, the median of these observations is m minus 1. So m value we already found, that is 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. So the median of these observations is 9. But let's find out the n value. Let's arrange the all observation in the ascending order. Then after you can find out the median. So what is the first number? Smaller, 5. 5 repeated 2 times. So 5 after 8. 8 after 7 is also there. So 7, 8, next to 10, 14, 19, 20 and next to n. So total how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the total 9 observations. That means the middlemost value is a median. So middlemost value nothing but fifth one is a middlemost value, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the middlemost value is median, and the median answer already there, that is 9. So whether n should come at the last place or 10 before. Yes, 10 before n should be there. So n equals to 9 and m equals to 10. Option 2 is correct. Next to 49, find the mode when median is 125.6 and the mean is 128. So to find out the mode, we have a relation between these three. So this is a relation between mean, median and mode. So 3 into median 125.6 minus 2 into mean, that is 128. 376.8 minus 256, it is equals 120.8. So option 2 is correct. Question number 50. The median of the marks scored by 100 students is, in a 25 marks unit test is, median of the marks scored by 100 students, that means n value given, n equals to 100 students in the 25 marks unit test. So here the marks are given 0 to 5, 10 students, 5 to 10, 18. Dad has 20 to 25 marks got by 7 students. So here is the table I prepared. Marks, frequency, cumulative frequency. Here the total frequency is 90. So 90 by 2 is 45. In the question he gave total number of students 100, but here we are getting only 90 students. Anyhow, let's find out the median answer. So here n value is 40, n by 2 value is 45. So the n by 2 value 45 nothing but here more than 45 is 70. So it is called a median class, and this is a lower boundary of the median class. Okay. And it is a frequency of a median class, and 28 is a cumulative frequency of a class preceding the median class. Substitute these all values in the median formula. So here after finding the median class, so do you know one thing, the median answer definitely will be there in the median class, that is 10 to 15. But in the question the 4 options are related to 12, 12.3, 12.6 like that. So definitely we have to use the formula and substitute the values. So this is the median formula, L plus n by 2 minus Cf by f into h. So here h means height of the class interval. So here height of the class interval is 5. So here I substituted all values, L, n by 2, Cf, f and h. Let's simplify. So 45 minus 28 is 17 by 42 into 5. So 17 into 5 is 85 by 42. So let's simplify. 42 ones are 42, 42 twos are 85. Remainder 1.0, but 10 will not coming in 42 table. Let's take one more digit. So total 100. So n of 2 digits. So 10 plus 2.02 is 12.02. So it is nearest to 12 point. But there is a no option containing 12.02. So I think here the mentioned 100 students, but when you adding these students is 90. I think question is wrong. 51 question. If A, B, C, D are angles of a cyclic quadrilateral, what is the meaning of cyclic quadrilateral? A quadrilateral inscribed in the circle, then it is called a cyclic quadrilateral. So the all 4 vertices are on the same circle, and it has a one important property, that is sum of opposite angles is 180 degrees. So angle A plus angle C is 180. And angle B plus angle D is equals to 180 degrees. From this, angle A value will become 180 minus angle C, and from this angle B equals to 180 minus D. Substitute these values in this. So here I substituted angle A and angle B values. So sine 180 minus C will become sine C. How it will become sine C you will learn in the higher classes. And sine 180 minus D is sine D. So minus sine C minus sine D. Let's cancel the elements here. All are cancelled. So it is equals to 0. Option 2 is correct. Next to 52 question, if A equals to pi by 4, then 1 plus tan A into 1 plus tan square A into 1 plus tan cube A. So A equals to pi by 4. Do you know about the pi? Yes, pi equals to 22 by 7. But in the trigonometry, pi nothing but 180 degrees. So 180 by 4, it is equals to 4 ones are 4 fours are 16, 2 remainder 45 degrees. So A value is 45 degrees. Substitute this A value in the given question. So 1 plus tan A value 45. So tan 45 is 1. Next to 1 plus tan square A. So tan square A means 1 square. Next to 1 plus tan cube A is 1 cube. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Here 1 plus 1 square is 2, 1 plus 1 cube also 2, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8 answer. So option 3 is correct. Next question 53, cos 201 degrees into cos 202 degrees into cos 203 degrees dash cos 300 degrees equals to how much? So in this product, cos 270 degrees will be there. So cos 270 I am writing as a 180 plus 90. So cos 180 plus 90, cos 180 plus theta. From this diagram, 180 plus theta means it will go to third quadrant. So 180 plus theta. In the third quadrant, so the all silver tea cups. So tea nothing but tan and cot. Only for tan cot positive, for remaining trigonometry ratios negative. So cos 180 plus theta will become minus cos theta. So it is equals to minus cos 90 degrees, that is 0. So minus 0 nothing but it is 0. So option 4 is correct. Next to 54 question, what is the probability of getting an even number in a single throw of a die? So let's write the possible outcomes for the dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. These are the possible outcomes for the single throw of a die. What is the probability of getting an even number? So let's find out the probability. Probability equals to favorable outcome for the even number. So here 2, 4 and 6, 3 favorable outcomes out of 6. 3 ones are 3 twos are 1 by 2. So option 1 is correct. Next to 54, what is the probability of getting an even number in a, sorry, it is already completed. So next question 55, a number chosen from 1 to 100. So find the probability that it is a prime number. So from 1 to 100, how many prime numbers here? 2, 3, 5, 7, dash 97. So there are total 25 prime numbers from 1 to 100. So the probability of selecting a prime number, so the total favorable outcomes 25 by 100. So it is equals to 1 by 4. So option 3 is correct. Next to 56th question, if A equals to 45 degrees, B equals to 60 degrees, then sin A plus cos B equals to. So here sin A means what is the A value? 45 degrees plus cos B. What is the B value? 60 degrees. So sin 45 is 1 by root 2 plus cos 60 degrees is 1 by 2. So the LCM of root 2 and 2 is 2 root 2. So here 2 plus root 2. So 2 plus root 2 by 2 root 2. So option 4 is correct. Next, 57th, if the angle of elevation of the sun is 60 degrees, angle of elevation of the sun is 60 degrees, so then the ratio of a tree with its shadow, so ratio of the tree with its shadow, so for example AB is a tree and BC is the shadow. So what is the ratio of the tree with shadow? So tree first, shadow second. So here let's apply the tan 60 degrees. So tan 60 degrees equals to 60 opposite side AB, that means tree, divided by adjacent side BC, that is shadow. So tan 60 is root 3 equals to AB divided by BC. Root 3 can write as a root 3 by 1. So then we can write in the ratio form root 3 is to 1 equals to AB is to BC. So here AB is a tree and BC is its shadow. It is equals to root 3 is to 1. Option 3 is correct. Next to 58th, if two dice are rolled simultaneously, so then the probability that the numbers on them are different is, if the two dice are rolled simultaneously, then the total possible outcomes are 6 to the power of n. So here 2 dice 6 square equals to 36. So the numbers on them are different is, first of all, the same numbers on the two dice 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 and 6, 6. So these are the possible outcomes for getting same number on the two dice. If you removing these 6 from 36, then those are favorable outcomes for the given event. So then 30 favorable outcomes for the given event. So the probability is equals to favorable outcomes 30 divided by 36. So 6 5 is 30, 6 6 is 36. So it is equals to 5 by 6. Option 1 is correct. Next to 59th, a bag contains 6 red balls, 12 green balls, 8 black balls. So total how many balls? 6 plus 12 18, 18 plus 8 26 balls. So find the probability that the ball drawn is either a black or red ball. So the probability of either a black or red is equals to the favorable outcomes are, so here either a black or red ball means we can select either black ball or red ball. So black and red both are favorable for this event. So 8 black balls and 6 red balls. So 8 plus 6 14 divided by total number of outcomes 26. So 2 7s are 2 13s are, so 7 by 13. So option 3 is correct. Next to last question 60, from the top of the tower 60 meters high. So AB is the top of the tower 60 meter high. The angle of depression of two objects due north and due south of the tower are 60 and 45 degrees. So instead of north and south, what I am doing, I am taking one object is left side, another object is right side. So A, B, here is a C and here is a D. So angle of depression, so here is a 60 degrees, here also angle of depression, so here 45 degrees. So finally we got the two right angle triangles. So here it is a 90 degrees and this 60 degrees will come here and here is a 45 degrees. Okay. So then what is the distance between the two objects? So distance between the two objects nothing but we need to find out CD. CD is direct answer is not possible. So instead of that find out CB and find out BD, then after add them. So in the triangle ABC, apply tan 60 degrees. So tan 60 degrees equals to opposite 60 and adjacent, that is CB. Tan 60 is root 3, it is equals to 60 by CB. Then CB equals to 60 by root 3. So here 60 can write as a 3 into 20 by root 3. So it is equals to 20 root 3, because here 3 can write as a root 3 whole square. So square root, here square and root 3 will get cancelled. CB answer is 20 root 3. Next, in the triangle ABD, same, apply the tan 45 degrees. So tan 45 equals to 45 degrees opposite side, that is AB. AB value how much? 60, divided by adjacent side, that is BD. So tan 45 is 1, it is equals to 60 by BD. So then BD equals to 60. So BD value how much? 60. So now the distance between the two objects, that is CD equals to CB plus BD. So 20 root 3 plus 60. So option 2 is correct.